The road is long and winding and you have hours to go. It's dark and you're awake. Your hands at 10 and 2, your eyes glued to the twin beams of light illuminating the road in front of you. It's always lonely at night and the quiet gets to you, the darkness seeming to creep into the car from the outside, settling into you. You've always been afraid of the dark, but it's gotten worse lately, now that you know what's in it. The woods have eyes and teeth and claws and you don't dare stop. Not while you're by yourself, not with a jerry can full of fuel or a blowtorch or a knife. Not without, which you don't have because you're taking George's car, not your own, which has those things. She shouldn't have taken your car and left you stranded like that, but you figured it would be okay. It's only a 6-hour drive and the car can withstand smashing headfirst into a brick wall. That's why she bought it. If anything jumps out at you, you can swerve. If anything follows you, you can drive fast. You haven't told Georgia about what's out there. She wouldn't believe you, and if she did, she would live the rest of her life in fear like you do. Those creatures aren't like animals. You can't just stay out of their territory. They kill humans for fun, and no one ever finds the bodies. It's your job to protect her now, not just from her ex, or her mother, or people scamming her over email, or her boss who gets too handsy, but from things she doesn't know exist. Things that itch for a throat or a heart. Things that would kill her without a thought. Things with serrated claws and teeth that are shaped like men but are not men. You met her when you were teenagers. She was already 18 and had the duty of purchasing everyone's alcohol before the party so they could get messy drunk on cans of Bundy and Coke and vodka cruises without their parents knowing. And it kept people from making fun of her behind her back for being both a year older than everyone else and still in Math A. You put your feet in the pool beside her and asked her if she cared, and she said she didn't about either of those things. Before that, you'd offered her a shot of the Finlandia vodka you'd bought with your money, but she waved it away. She didn't drink then. She still doesn't. Her hair was shaved down one side, and she got away with it at school by combing the rest of her hair into a side plait to cover it. During the week, she was Matilda Sweet. On weekends, she wore eyeliner and Doc Martens, and everyone was afraid of her. The bruises were never in places that people would see. The first time you saw them was a Thursday afternoon when you both skipped school to watch old episodes of The Mighty Boosh, and you started kissing, and she took her shirt off. Her breasts were small and flat, and her nipples were hard just from kissing, and her belly was a mottled purple, green, yellow, red mess that you were afraid to look at. She wasn't self-conscious. She dared you to notice. When she kissed you again, you were afraid to touch her, but she showed you how, and she praised you like you were her favorite student, and there's something watching you. It's not moving through the trees, but you know it's there. You put your foot down and stare straight ahead at where the headlights meet the road until you round a bend and it's gone. She kissed you so forcefully your lips felt tender for hours afterwards and you liked it, touching them and thinking of her, still tasting her pomegranate lip balm. Her hair grew out badly over the next couple of months, and you took every opportunity when the teachers weren't looking to run your fingers through it. You two were the new it couple, and it didn't gross anyone else out to see you kissing at lunch, or on the bag racks, or hold hands under the desk in SOS. They called you the lesbians, like it was your collective name. Regardless of that, only one of you was a lesbian. You only realize you're gripping the steering wheel as tight as you can when you notice how long and how white her knuckles are. An hour and 50 minutes to go. The doors stay locked. The odometer rises. When you look up again, the cat's eyes are in the middle of the wheels and the car veers for several seconds before you ride it again and you get back on the road. Your heart is thudding. You saw their eyes, illuminated by the headlights, and you thought about it. Driving into the trees, crashing, letting them have you, not living in fear anymore. Your phone starts vibrating on the seat beside you and that scares you too. You click the answer button on the steering wheel and George's voice greets you from the interstate. Babe, I'm exhausted. I did say I was going to wait up for you, but that was a lie. I was never going to wait up for you, and now I physically can't. I'm falling asleep. Just the sound of her voice calms your racing heartbeat. It settles over you like warmth. I'm still 2 hours off anyway, you say. It took longer to pack than I thought it would. More like you spent all day proofreading Rebecca's manuscript, and when it was an hour after you were supposed to leave, you thought, oh shit, and shoved 4 t-shirts in a plastic bag and a ham sandwich in your mouth. I'd be offended if you didn't know me so well. My brothers ate most of the pork, but there's enough of it and the roast veggies left over for dinner to make some for Maddie too, if she's awake. Thanks, honey, we'll be there soon. Alrighty. And Luna? Yeah? I love you. Every time she says it, it's so silly, so sincerely it makes your chest ache. Right back at you. She waits a bit before hanging up for several seconds. You're just listening to each other breathe. You come to a stop sign at an intersection, so you stop, idle the car even though you're the only one in the road. The darkness is oppressive. It gets to you. You put your hand on the keys in the ignition. It would be so easy to turn off the car and get out and stand at the middle of the road and wait, but the thought of her stops you. You look in the mirror at the back seat and she's there, strapped into her chair, still asleep. her black hair and curls framing her cheeks. She looks so much like Georgia, but she's got your brother's eyes. You have to protect her too, so you take your hand off the keys, put your blinker on, and continue driving.